Hello everybody, this is the experiment 2133, and in this video I will be talking about why feminism is necessary in a modernized and evolved country. What I mean about this is top leading countries in equality, therefore why I think feminism is necessary in them. These countries we'll be focusing on is Denmark and Norway and Sweden. This is and Iceland, of course. This is amongst the top countries when it comes to equality. Yeah, so I'll just start. Why I think, first of all, let me make a disclaimer here. I think feminism is very important in certain situations, certain times, and certain eras. For example, I think feminism is very important, or feminist movement is very important to have in sort of third world countries and specifically a lot of African countries and also most Arabic countries or like Middle Eastern countries. I will come back to that in another video talking about why those countries are trash. So yeah, let me just start talking a bit here. Let me just make the difference between feminists and radical feminists. I think I'll be focusing more on radical feminism in this video, because feminism, as I said, is a very nice thing. It's also very necessary in certain situations, but it's feminism in countries are not unnecessary in general, but radical feminists are. So yeah, let me talk about why I think radical feminist movements are completely necessary and should just be eradicated in general. The point that most feminists, when I say feminists in video, I mean radical feminists, or just feminists in general, for that matter. Yeah, the point that most feminists try to mention is the pay-wage gap or wage-pay gap or however you want to say it. There's a gap between how much a man and woman are paid for the same job. And in some cases that's true, but there are reasons for that. And feminists don't mention those reasons, those facts that are highly important. They just say, you're a man, you make more than me. I'm a woman, I make less. What do we call that? That's sexism. No. You want to know what I call that? Stupidity. Because you fail to mention reasons such as child labor. Y'all tend to sort of dismiss the whole, the fact that women are more sick in a year than men are. So therefore they do less work. And in most lines of work, or some, you make less if you work less. And that's just basic knowledge, really. And it happens to be that women work less in a year. As a fact, you can search it up if you want to. It's women work less than men in a year, and therefore they do and also deserve to make less. I think that's a very good ideology, that if you work less, you make less, you work more, you make more. And women, not women, but feminists, and women in general, sort of don't say this. They just say, you're a man and you make more. That's sexist. It's not. It's actually the reality we live in, and therefore you should live by it and know what you're talking about before you make stupid sort of statements. Just a quick disclaimer throwing in here. English is not my native language, my mother tongue, so I don't have that wide of a vocabulary. I try to have, but sometimes I might say the wrong word or hesitate on saying a word. So yeah, just want to say that real quick. Let's get back to the case. Another thing is that women have children, and men don't, or they do, but they don't carry them inside them for 9 months and afterwards give birth. Women do, and they also stay home longer with the children than men do. Some men don't even stay home with the children at all, but women do. So that's a big case in why some women make more or some women make less. I mean, and if one woman makes less in one line of work, that will sort of disrupt the whole statistical sort of research and analysis of the whole line of work for all women. So if one woman, or like 3 women, for example, make 100,000, like $10,000 less in a year than a man in that line of work, that will disrupt the whole statistical analysis, or the whole statistical sort of information on all women and all men in that line of work. So it's wrong to say that all women in for example, one line of work make less, that women make less than men. It's some women make less than men, and there are reasons for that, as I just mentioned. Just a quick little sum up here. What I've talked about is that women make less because they're more sick. They have more sick days. Therefore, they work less, they make less. They also give birth. Some women do, and therefore take more free away from work and don't work more, as much. That's just 2 simple points that are sort of statements, or points that feminists tend to forget about when they mention this pay wage gap or wage pay gap. Yeah. This was sort of my first. This was my first video uploaded to YouTube. I just want to make a real disclaimer that I make these videos only for your information, and because I want to have a platform where I can say my opinions. I know if I say them out in public, I will get a lot of hate. That's why I decided to make this anonymous YouTube channel, sort of to express my opinions in a way where I believe people can get useful information, and sort of inspire people to come out with their opinions as well, and not keep them inside like I have for a lot of time now, because I have lived in a society where wrongful and just plain out stupid opinions are allowed, or even sort of not looked down upon, but the opposite, sort of praised in society. Feminists are praised here. Just so you know, I live here in Scandinavia, and in Scandinavia, feminists, or people who activists in general, are sort of looked upon as a good member of society, even though they brainwash or even just talk bullshit. They come with opinions and statements that are completely wrong. And I just had enough of it, really. I just have, I just heard enough bullshit to know that it's just wrong. So yeah, this was my first video of the experiment here that I'm doing. I will make a video in a couple of minutes, maybe an hour, after this video is uploaded, to talk about my channel in general, why I made it, what I will be talking about, and just simply inform you all on what this channel will be about. Just before I log off, I just want to say that I don't make these videos to gain subscribers. I don't make them to gain viewers or likes. Obviously, gaining viewers means spreading out more information, so that's a good thing, but I don't want them for personal gain. I just want them for a sort of widen my horizon, widen my platform, so more people can get informed. And yeah, that was just my quick little video here, 10-minute video on why feminism is necessary in modernized countries such as countries in Scandinavia or in Europe in general. Some countries in Europe. That will come in another video. And yeah, this is me logging off. See you.